I'm here to talk with you about why I think it should be mandatory for all schools to wear uniforms. I am aware that having to wear school uniforms may take away a person's sense of freedom. However, school dress codes are already very strict. So strict, in fact, that it actually makes it more difficult not having uniforms. Why not make everything less hassle on the students, teachers, and parents and go with uniforms? I believe that with uniforms being in schools, there would be less worry from students about fitting in, less stress for parents in regards to affording certain clothes for their child or children, and less risk of bullying. It seems like today's society focuses way too much on how we look and dress. I understand most people like to be creative in their wardrobes and how they present themselves, but I think this focus should be outside of school hours. School is for learning and bettering ourselves educationally, not fashionably. Worrying what we look like should not be a concern in our educational systems. Schools should be schools and not fashion shows. Now, if a student wants to add their personal touch to school uniforms, they most definitely can. Scarves, jewelry, nail polish, and hairstyles can be some of the many different ways that you can implement your own style. Pro-uniform educators and experts believe that when students wear uniforms, they behave more professional and correspondingly. Many researchers believe that students become so distracted by fashion trends and status clothing, therefore, when uniforms are involved, there is less focus on fashion and more focus on learning. Having school uniforms also cuts down on expenses for parents tremendously. With designer clothing becoming more popular, but their prices rising, this puts a tremendous amount of stress on parents being able to afford these. This would also cut down on peer pressure for both parents and children. There is so much pressure to have the right clothing or how often to wear a certain outfit, because if a child wears a particular outfit 2 days in a row, most likely something is going to be said to this child. Or what if the outfit doesn't match? This all creates unnecessary stress. It is messy, I know, but this is the reality. Having uniforms can also improve punctuality. Did you know the reason why most students are late to class is due to not being able to figure out what they're going to wear in a timely manner? Not only would uniforms save time, but it would also reduce the amount of arguments between parents and their children about what is going to be worn that day. Now let's talk about how much less stress this would be for teachers and school faculty as well. With how much kids like to rebel and not follow rules, they are likely to do this with the dress code as well. Having school uniforms would mean less checking on each and every student to be sure their attire is school appropriate. This takes up entirely too much valuable learning time. An assistant professor from Youngstown State University, Virginia Draw, performed a study involving 64 public schools in Ohio. The results were rather surprising to her. Her exact words were, "I really went into this thinking school uniforms don't make a difference, but I came away seeing that they do." Her study concluded that schools with uniform policies improved in attendance, graduation, and suspension rates. In short, school uniforms would have a major change in our educational systems in a positive way. After all, the focus should be on our children's education, not fashion. Thank you.